There is an issue that I think I'm going to translate into another part of this conversation that you should all pay attention to. You are very lucky to have, in my opinion, two of the most wonderful artists and one guy that wants to be like them here. But at the same time, I don't think that you take a serious responsibility in your actions. We discussed a very important thing that he is taking on his hand by making sure that a certain type of tomato is taken and grown in large quantities, not only to support the man that does it on his behalf, but he wants to maintain consistency in what he does inside of his restaurant. That type of passion is a passion that will only last as financial success is continued with it. And he will achieve it because he might be soft-spoken, but the passion is quite clear in the way in which he comes in each one of his answers. But now let's talk a little bit about television here. Public television was the one that gave us Jacques Pepin, the one that gave us Julia's Child, and all the lifestyle programming that in the old days no single network ever wanted to bring out because it was not profitable to bring out. Now these concepts have been taken away, stolen from public television, reinterpreted in whole networks of their own, which are now our biggest competitors. And without being too specific about some of these issues, I think that you're responsible for some of the crap that we see on TV. Let me continue here with my accusatory stand. As Lydia, who's beautiful and a true nobildonna, and my good friend who is kind in his demeanor, I am not. We find ourselves going to sponsors, dealing with advertising agencies, they think that public television is not a place in which they want to put their advertising dollars because you seem not to be paying attention. We find a serious crisis in all of the public television stations across the country where how-to lifestyle programming is being taken away because it seems that maybe there is not enough interest. And most of you sit by the sidelines and say nothing. I think that you need to take ownership of what you have. The freedom that you are being given, not only for what is lifestyle programming, but any kind of political debate, any kind of programming that makes you proud to sit down and watch. And we listen to some of the wonderful Emmy-winning production that this station has done over the years. You need to be proud of it. You need to make that choice when you turn that dial to say, I want to watch that because it's great. You need to give feedback to the station by calling it, by sending emails and say, I like Nick's show, I love Lydia's show, I absolutely adore all these wonderful things that you put on the air. But if they don't hear from you, to them it becomes a mini, mo. I will tell you that as I was traveling, I was in a city that I will not mention. And I saw that during a fundraising program, there was how to learn to play the guitar in 40 easy lessons. What kind of crap is that? Are you laughing? It's not funny to us. Because when we go to the major sponsors, when we go to large companies, they start asking us, and what is public television? Public television, far more than a distribution point for our programs, is the last symbol of freedom that you as a group have in terms of controlling what is that you do consider to be quality. And I truly tell you that tomorrow, when you'll be watching each and every one of us on the air, and where we will ask you for money, you better get the check out and write it. Well, hold on. I also want you to know that this is the only station where the president of the station is Sicilian origins. A man who traces his bloodline to the Soprano family. And who, by the way, knows each and every one of them. Having said so, I want you to know that the reason why we do what we do is because we love it. You cannot do a public television programming because you want to make money with it. You do it because at the end of the day, you want to do something that will be there long after you've gone, and you want to be proud of it. We do it because it drives us. And all of them are particularly exceptional in all the aspects of the business that they do. Me, I still have a little way to go, but hopefully I'll get to grow up and be a particularly good one myself. But the ambition is there. And if we do something right, I would love to have this conversation with you 10 years from now to tell you that public television not only once was, but it is again. And that, remember this as you leave tonight, that is in your hands. On behalf of myself and the whole public television network, thank you so much for that.